With the Venmo debit card, you can Venmo everything. Your favorite band's merch? You can Venmo this. Or their next show? You can Venmo that. Visit Venmo.me/debit to learn more. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank N.A. pursuant to license by MasterCard International Incorporated. Card may be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted. Venmo purchase restrictions apply.
The spirit of innovation is deeply ingrained in America, and Google is helping Americans innovate in ways both big and small. Central Texas Regional Mobility Authority is using Google AI to create smarter tolling systems and improve traffic flow for Texans. This is a new era of American innovation. Find out more at g.co/American Innovation.
This is Optimal Relationships Daily, teaching children that when bad things happen, they can still be okay. By Allison Carmen of AllisonCarmen.com. Quote, "Nothing ever becomes real till it's experienced." End quote. By John Keats. When my children returned to school after Hurricane Sandy, it was so interesting to hear how different children reacted to the storm. The parents that I spoke with had suffered property damage and power outages, but for the most part, didn't know anyone who died in the hurricane or its aftermath. During the storm, some children went on with their normal routines even though they had no power. They played and ate and never really focused on more than their immediate surroundings. Other children were annoyed by the inconveniences and the break from electronics. Some helped their parents clean up property damage, and others went to stay with family and friends. There were also many that experienced some level of anxiety, ranging from mild to severe about the storm and the damage and the suffering. Although my older daughter's anxiety was not extreme, I noticed there were moments when she was really scared and worried. I've always associated my daughter's anxiety with a feeling of groundlessness when she doesn't know what will happen next and the fear of uncertainty is overwhelming. She worries that things won't work out the way she wants, or that something she perceives as negative won't get better. However, during this storm, which caused so much destruction, it became clear to me that part of her anxiety stemmed from the fear that if something bad happens, she and the people around her will not be okay. And the more I thought about it, I realized that her fear of not being okay was a large part of her that would never be at peace. She spent so much time worrying about the bad things she read or heard about and how they could possibly happen to her or someone she loved. She thought, how can I be okay if these things actually do happen? Our discussions about Hurricane Sandy were important to her, but the events themselves showed her that although life may be uncomfortable or even harsh at times, it will continue, and possibilities still exist. This might not seem like such a revelation to you, but for some people, and in particular for children, the understanding that bad things may happen in the future, but they can still be okay, is a game changer. When children start to believe that they can be okay regardless of what happens, their minds and emotions settle into a different, better place. Now, my daughter has the knowledge from this experience that equips her to avoid paralyzing anxiety when she reads or hears about global warming, terrorism, and human suffering. This fear that the end is near won't hang over her head the same way. In difficult situations, her focus can also go more towards solving the problem than feeling that the problem will overtake her. What's also been helpful with her anxiety is getting out there with her and helping those that have suffered great losses in Hurricane Sandy. This shows her that people can come together and work to repair the lives of the most unfortunate. We were able to drop off fresh vegetables left over from members of our CSA, Community Supported Agriculture, to a charity that cooks fresh meals for the sick and people having hard times. Along with her community at school, she made sandwiches and cards for the people suffering in Staten Island. She helped collect blankets for a community in Chelsea that wouldn't get heat back for another 10 days. She worked to collect school supplies for an elementary school in one of the hardest hit areas of Midland Beach. Every time we participate in or see people helping one another, I watch my daughter fill with more hope and less fear. Although the activities that my daughter has participated in may seem like small acts towards a very significant problem, it has made a mammoth experience for her and so many other children. When communities come together to help each other, we're building a foundation for our children to live in a closer-knit and more giving society. As parents, it's such a crucial time to let our children see how their thoughts and actions matter in the world and how they can make it a better place. Even if you're far away from where the storm hit, there are still many great organizations that you and your children can locate to donate supplies and provide well wishes and support. Hurricane Sandy is also a great opportunity to speak with our children about their ability to still be okay and persevere through whatever they face. They don't need to manage and worry about every bad thing that can happen, but instead, be aware of their internal strength and seek solutions when problems arise. This way, their minds can relax in their okayness and enter each moment with a clear mind and open heart. You just listened to the post titled, Teaching Children That When Bad Things Happen, They Can Still Be Okay, by Allison Carmen of AllisonCarmen.com.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, how to get 30, how to get 20, 20, 20, how to get 20, 20, how to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold! Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
At Sierra, discover great deals on top brand workout gear, like high-quality walking shoes, which might lead to another discovery.
40,000 steps, baby. Who's on top now, Karen?
You've taken the office step challenge a step too far. Don't worry, though. Sierra also has yoga gear. It might be a good place to find your zen. Discover top brands at unexpectedly low prices. Sierra, let's get moving.
And thanks a lot to Allison for this post. I loved hearing about her daughter's response, including all of the contributions she made. Now, you might be wondering exactly how we can go about this teaching that Allison alludes to in the title. Whether it's our children or ourselves, it can be hard to get over the hump of worry, even if we believe that things will be okay someday. Well, one thing to focus on is reminding our children of how resilient they've been in the past. If you can think of some instances in which they recovered or really made the most of a difficult situation, help them to keep times like this at the top of mind. It can be very helpful to reinforce the idea of trust in oneself to manage difficult feelings, rather than convincing ourselves that these difficult feelings are so serious that we can't overcome them. This can be tough to do if you're in the very good habit of leaning into and exploring troublesome feelings, but it's still a great exercise in finding the line between acknowledgement and rumination. An incredibly great skill to learn at any age, certainly childhood. Okay, everybody, that's going to do it for today. What a great post from Allison. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Be sure to share it with a parent in need. And of course, don't forget to stop in tomorrow, where I'll have another post for you and where your optimal life awaits.